The fourth report of the Joint Select Committee on an inquiry into the National Insurance System. Appointed on 13 November 2015, the Joint Select Committee on Finance and Legal Affairs considers matters that arise regarding the Ministries of Finance, Planning, Trade, Tobago Affairs, Office of the Prime Minister, Attorney General, Justice and Legal Affairs. The chairman of this committee is Senator Sophia Choate, SC, and Vice Chairman Senator Clarence Rambarat. Other members are MPs Sherry-Ann Critchlow-Coburn, Terence Dial Singh, Dr. Lovell Francis, and Vidya Gayadeen Gopi Singh, along with Senators Tahaka Obika and Dr. Lester Henry. The committee held 4 meetings between November 2017 and April 2018 on an inquiry into certain aspects of the National Insurance System of Trinidad and Tobago. Expert assistance for this inquiry was obtained from the actuarial firm Bacon, Woodrow and D'Souza Limited. Recommendations from the committee: an inquiry into the National Insurance System. One aspect of the inquiry was to examine the implementation of the actuarial recommendations of the 9th Actuarial Review of the National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago. This was with the aim of increasing maximum insurable earnings and contribution rates, linking pension benefits to inflation, and a proposed increase in the retirement age. The committee has recommended that the Ministry of Finance presents its policy position on the first 2 aspects. Regarding the proposed increase in the retirement age, the committee recommended that the National Insurance Board submits a status report on its preparatory activities related to the proposed incremental increase in the retirement age from 60 to 65. A second aspect of the inquiry was to examine the investment policy of the National Insurance Board of Trinidad and Tobago. After hearing submissions on that matter, the committee recommended that the NIB collaborate with the Ministry of Finance with a view to enacting the legislative amendments required to increase the NIB's foreign investment limit from 20% to 40%. The NIB is also to provide the Parliament with a status report on the progress made in recovering the debt owed by the Clico Investment Bank. A third point of the inquiry was to understand the trends in income and the relationship to the payment of benefits. Recommendations from the committee on this point are that the NIB provide a status update on the feasibility studies relative to the NIB's real estate investments, including the Riverwoods Housing Development Project, and that its investment policy statement be modified with immediate effect to include a dedicated section on real estate investments. The last aspect of the inquiry was to examine plans to increase contribution rates and measures taken to reduce the cost of administering the scheme, as the committee was concerned about the increasing gap between contributions received and benefits paid, and how to increase participation in the national insurance system. The committee had several recommendations here: that the Ministry of Finance should collaborate with the NIB to present to the Parliament a strategic plan for addressing the long-term sustainability issues of the NIS. That they also provide the Parliament with a report on the progress made by the NIB in developing a strategy for including the self-employed in the NIS. That the NIB collaborate with the Ministry of Labour and Small Enterprise Development with a view to sensitizing employers of domestic workers of their obligations under the National Insurance Act. And that discussions be held between the NIB and the Ministry of Labour and Small Enterprise Development regarding the feasibility of amending the Industrial Relations Act, Chapter 8801, to recognize a domestic worker as a worker. That an amnesty be granted to employers of domestic and agriculture workers to permit those employers who are willing to pay the arrears of contributions to do so without penalty or sanction. And that training be provided to employees of the Investment Division of the Ministry of Finance with a view to equipping them with the tools needed to more effectively scrutinize entities such as NIB. With these recommendations, the Joint Select Committee on Finance and Legal Affairs is committed to ensuring accountability and efficient functioning of the entities under its remit. For more information on the Joint Select Committee on Finance and Legal Affairs, you can visit our website at www.ttparliament.org, and you can email concerns and queries to jscfla@ttparliament.org. The fourth report of the Joint Select Committee on an inquiry into the National Insurance System.